Okay, so I have insulin resistance and hypoglycemia. After spending months and months and months of research, it led me to the obesity code. This is what it looks like. Basically going over the root cause of the whole thing is insulin resistance. What is it caused by? Mostly eating too frequently and too many carbohydrates. So what's the solution? Eat less frequently and less carbohydrates, also known as intermittent fasting. It's basically timed eating. You can do 12 hours, 16 hours, 22 hours, whatever works best for you and your schedule. It's not starving, especially when you're doing ketosis because you're using your own body fat for fuel. Your body doesn't recognize that as starving. After reading so much about one meal a day and watching other people's experiences doing one meal a day, otherwise known as OMAD, I decided that this would work best for me and my husband's schedule and accelerate my road to recovery on hypoglycemia. Please do your research on intermittent fasting before accusing somebody of having an eating disorder. Guys, so I read this book and I decided that today I'm going to start one meal a day for the benefits of insulin resistance and all of the sort of health issues that I've been dealing with. And even though I'm so much better by switching to clean keto and my hypoglycemia is under control, I still don't feel 100%. And there's just that last little bit of that I feel like I need. And by reading this book and really reading up on the benefits of intermittent fasting, I know that I need to shorten my eating window. So I'm going to be starting one meal a day today. All right, so here's my day one OMAD lunch. So this is the Cobb salad that's in the OMAD ebook. So I have mixed greens, bacon, chicken, homemade blue cheese, a boiled egg, and a whole avocado. So this is my macronutrients for one day. And the goal of eating at once instead of throughout the entire day is to bring your insulin levels down, allow your body to go into autophagy to recycle old cells, old damaged cells. And there's a really good documentary actually out right now on Disney with Chris Hemsworth that I highly recommend because it puts a visual to the whole process of fasting. But anyways, this is my meal for today. This will absolutely sustain me for the day. I've had zero hunger issues today. Black tea and unflavored electrolytes for the day. So OMAD doesn't need to be sustainable because you don't have to do it for forever. I lost 17 pounds last year doing it, and I kept all 17 of those pounds off when I came off of it. It is used as a tool to bring down your insulin levels and to sort of give your body a reset. Everybody told me that as soon as I came off of it, I would gain all my weight back, and that didn't ever happen. As soon as I came off of OMAD, I went on to clean keto, which is what I was doing before, and I maintained my weight loss and actually continued to lose more. But I can tell you didn't do your research. Day 2 of one meal a day. I saved my eating window for dinner time because I knew we had another family Thanksgiving. So my plate is just a huge salad, a turkey leg, a few bites of some sweet potatoes, green beans, and stuffing, some cranberries. A lot of it was made keto, but just a few bites of some others. So far, not having coffee and having tea and unflavored electrolytes to start my morning has been like zero hunger, which is crazy because I did have some sugar last night. So I was thinking I was going to have maybe like a little bit more of an issue today, being a little bit hungrier. Nothing. Unflavored electrolytes for the win. Okay, I had a few bites already, but this is my OMAD for today. I did a bunch of green beans, some turkey, and some gravy. Mostly all keto. I did do a little bit of stuffing, homemade cranberry sauce, a little tiny bit of sweet potatoes. This is part 1 of what I ate today for my one meal a day. So I have spring greens, I put some sprouts, a whole avocado, a half a block of feta cheese, And then I made some homemade ranch. I did half a cup of that. Super high fat, delicious meal. All right, so today's OMAD is my Thanksgiving number 300. I'm on day 4 today. So I'm having a bunch of green beans, a bunch of turkey, homemade cranberry sauce with allulose, some sweet potatoes, a little bit of stuffing. And before you guys give me crap about how many calories I'm eating, please understand that this is less calories than any single meal that you would eat out at a restaurant. That includes a salad, that includes a classic breakfast. If you've ever looked at the calories, nutrition statements for any meal eating out, 3 meals a day, having that many calories for each meal, you don't really need to be concerned about how many calories I'm eating. After having Chipotle, a burrito yesterday, which I haven't done in like seriously, probably 6 years. The result was I was super bloated afterwards, and then I didn't sleep well last night. I woke up really tired. It was really hard for me to wake up. I woke up like 2 hours past my normal time. My husband had to wake me up. I just feel like I didn't get any sleep, even though I obviously slept like 8 or 9 hours. So that's just the repercussions of that. I will not be testing that again. I'm right back to what I normally do today. I did want to do it because there are a lot of people who do OMAD and eat whatever they want. So I wanted to try out the theory and see what would happen. Like, I still was in a calorie deficit. I only ate 1,300 calories for the entire day. I let my insulin fall for the other 22 hours of the day. But this was the first day that I wasn't down in weight. That was the experiment. I don't know. I know a lot of people were at least interested in finding out. So I don't recommend. Okay, so officially clean fasting with water and unflavored electrolytes. Tea is far superior. It's so much easier than doing coffee. I can't tell you why. I'm so happy that I got myself unaddicted to coffee first before doing this, but this is so weirdly easy. It's like 11:30 right now. Zero hunger, zero stomach. Like, what? So I'm doing OMAD, intermittent fasting. I just went to Target. I'm not feeling hungry at all. It's like 6 o'clock. Had lunch around 2 or so, but I got a venti iced passion tea with light ice. Today's one meal a day. I made a pot roast last night for dinner, so I put in the meat and the carrots, celery, onions, a bunch of salt and pepper and some garlic in the crock pot overnight. Woke up, it was done, and then I put some potatoes in there, so I have a little bit, but I gave the kids a lot because they love potatoes. First 7 days are complete, and here's where I'm at. 7.6. So I've lost about 5 pounds, but I can definitely see a difference in the flabbiness of my arms so far. My legs are still a work in progress, but I can see my arms tightening up, and I will take that because that was my goal. I don't feel like I need any caffeine, so I'm not gonna have tea. I'm not gonna have coffee. You guys know I'm not having coffee in the morning anymore, so I'm going to just have unflavored electrolytes because I do feel thirsty. Slept so good last night. For today's one meal a day in a 22-hour fasting window, I had a burger with some cheese on top and then pork rinds that I had some homemade queso on. Then I wanted a Rebel ice cream sandwich today, so I just decided to have one. It's completely keto, and then I added some organic peanut butter on top. This was so good and so filling.
The longer you fast, the more more healing benefits happen to your body. So when we go 1 meal a day, what happens is at about 13 hours without any food, your insulin levels are really starting to go down, which is fabulous, because as that insulin level goes low, at 13 hours, it will trigger growth hormone. And you need it to burn fat. You need it to slow down the aging process. One of the best ways to get it is through 13 hours of fasting. At about 15 hours, you're going to see those ketones start to rise. And you're going to get just a little hair, a little wee bit of autophagy.
So I'm just now getting a chance to eat. This is actually the second part of my actual meal because I had some meatballs earlier and some cheese. So I'm gonna have the salad now. I put a bunch of things on it: eggs, olives, cucumbers, artichokes, a bunch of spring greens, and then this is a thing of salmon. And so this is what I have for the second part of my meal. Should have been with my first, but that's just the way things happen today. No idea how my body is gonna react to this. Go. Today's carnivore 1 meal a day. I just had some ground beef with some cheese and then my iced coffee, which was kind of tricky. I had to make 2 little cups in the Keurig, put them in the freezer, and then I added some heavy cream and some monk fruit, which I guess is technically not carnivore. Anyways, this is what it has to say.
Intermittent fasting really is good for your metabolism. It fixes insulin resistance, and that's what's really behind that, hitting that set point where you just can't seem to drop lower with your weight and you just hover around a certain weight. That's called insulin resistance, and this will fix it. So especially 1 meal a day.
Day 11, 1 meal a day, camping edition. So I'm just taking some ground beef, crisping it up, adding cheese, and then making my coffee with heavy cream and monk fruit erythritol blend. I didn't make it iced today because it came out a little bit weird yesterday. Okay, but making the ground beef crispy is literally a game changer. This was such a good lunch. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so it is officially day 12 today of 1 meal a day. I will say that it gets easier every single day. I'm reading a book right now, The Complete Guide to Fasting, again by Jason Fung, because he is my favorite. He has definitely made the biggest change in my life, just being able to go off of his research and what he does with his patients, and everything that I have done so far from him has worked phenomenally for me, so I'm gonna keep doing it. I am having black coffee with 2 shots of espresso with some hot water, so an Americano. I know it's not like the most magical coffee, but honestly it's getting better every day too, and I don't mind it anymore. I really am loving the benefits, and beyond just weight loss, obviously energy, sleep. For today's 1 meal a day, I'm having some spring greens with some homemade ranch dressing, and then I made some burgers on the skillet with Swiss cheese. This combination was actually really good. And then I had some Rebel, I think it was triple chocolate ice cream. It is so good and doesn't spike my blood sugar at all. I'm having this caramel cold brew. I'm just gonna put that much in there. And some water. This is so good. I actually went back to the store yesterday to go get some more because the shelves were completely full the day that I got it 2 days ago, and it was gone. So good. Day 14 of 1 meal a day. So I had the salad with a couple of different cheeses, sprouts, homemade ranch, hearts of palm, cucumbers, and then a bunch of meats on the side, not shown. Coffee and dessert afterwards.
Side-by-side comparison. 2 weeks difference?
Just got back to the RV. This is my 1 meal a day today. I have some chorizo with some queso on top, some pico de gallo, jalapenos, and then these, oh my gosh, these are so good. They're olives with jalapenos in them. So good. And then I'm gonna have some watermelon electrolytes because it has been 1,000,000 degrees today. We've been outside all day. So overheated. Morning, everybody. Okay, so today is day 15 My one meal a day. I started 2 weeks ago today. It's crazy because it's flown by so fast, which just tells you like how easy it is, because otherwise I'd be counting down the hours. I'm gonna do iced coffee today just to switch it up, because you guys know I never like to do the same coffee every single day. Like I said, I'm getting used to it. I'm fine to drink black coffee. I have no issue with it. An interesting thing, so I started my time of the month today, TMI I know, but what I wanted to tell you guys is that I woke up with a blood sugar 20 points higher than I have for like the last month, which is super interesting. So my blood sugar is 20 points up and I woke up a pound heavier, and I don't care. It's just that I wanted to share that with you guys because I thought that that was super interesting. And so anyways, alright, we just got done swimming. This is my one meal a day today. So I have a pound of ground beef with organic American cheese, and then a keto iced coffee I made with Lakanto monk fruit, heavy cream, espresso, and 6 ounces of water. Good morning, everybody. Alright, I can't find my green tea anywhere, so I am going to be doing 2 shots of espresso with some water. So an Americano, and then I'm going to do exactly 2 tablespoons of half and half, and I'm going to test on my monitor for you guys to see. I was spiking with just black coffee, and I wasn't having the cream because I was trying to make sure I did the cream fast, but this is the way the cookie crumbles this morning. So I'm going to test it and just see what happens. I will come back, edit this post on the caption, and let you know if I stayed stable or spiked. Good morning, everybody. Okay, it's the weekend, so I'm going to be having my sour blue candy motivation, and I won't be doing one meal a day today or tomorrow because this is just kind of the schedule that's working for me during the week, doing OMAD, no stevia during my fasting window, and just like super focused. Actually, I don't even need a focus scoop. And then the weekend, just kind of go back to my regular sort of keto schedule. 2 meals probably, but like if we go out to eat or whatever, it's just more chillaxed routine, not so strict. Still all keto. So good. Good morning, everybody. This is my crazy camping hair. It is day 20 of one meal a day. I am going back to green tea. I had green tea yesterday with mint, and that spiked me. I had black tea, that spiked me. Earl Grey tea, that spiked me. So here we are with Costco organic green tea, and this is what I'm gonna stick to. I don't know what the deal is. It can be frustrating figuring out the things that work for your body, especially when they're things that are silly like tea, but it is what it is. I have zero intention of being this strict for a lifetime. I just want to know what works for my fasting window and what doesn't, and I'm so close to my goal, and so close to my goal of 100 pounds down too. So I'm just like, I'm trying to hold steady. I've definitely had some snacking outside of my eating window this last few days because we're on vacation and it feels impossible not to. We're leaving Charleston today to go to Tennessee, so I'm going to try to tighten up a little bit, but we'll see because it's vacation. I'm sticking to my one meal, but my fasting window has not been perfect. Day 22 of one meal a day. I'm just having my morning green tea, and I always tell you guys it's Costco green tea, but the brand is actually Bigelow Organic Green Tea, and they have this huge box at Costco. So I just take 2 bags and I put it in cold water, and it usually takes a couple minutes for it to turn into green tea. You don't need hot water to do it. I know a lot of you guys were asking how come I don't have black coffee. This green tea is the only tea that does not spike me. Even black coffee causes me a little spike, which any sort of spike means you're technically breaking your fast. So for me to stay in my fasting window, I would need something that didn't break my fast, which is green tea. I've tried other teas. I've tried mint green tea, and it all spikes me. This is the only thing that doesn't. Okay, that's amazing. And the cool thing is that people are like, you're gonna gain that weight right back as soon as you come off of OMAD. I've literally maintained my weight loss from OMAD for over a year. I never gained that weight back.
Do you need to supplement? Are you going to be okay? Let's just cover some points on this. The first thing you need to know is you're usually going on one meal a day at about 23 hours, right, of fasting. That's really, really.
This is why I do what I do. This is why I show up every day, is for people like this.